guys, what is going on? It is NCAA 13 here with me, Dunbar Snack Bar. I just did that intro differently. Totally not how I normally do the intros. Almost got my tongue tied with that one, but hey, today has just been a whole day of doing things off the cuff. So you know what? Why not do a different intro? Anyway, Teddy Crocker, here we go. This is going to be week number 1 of the high school playoffs. Hopefully we'll be able to come away with a win here. Now, with my experience on playing NCAA in the past, it gets progressively harder, and it always starts off super easy as well, which has really been the entire regular season, because really the whole purpose of the first part here of high school is just to give you enough points here to make yourself like a 5, 4-star player, whatever you want to be, and be able to choose from different schools. So I am a 5-star right now. Every school is basically interested in me. It's just a matter of being able to pick what team that I end up going to, because after this game, I choose Notre Dame. So that was kind of cool that Notre Dame was interested in me. I think that's the first time actually that Notre Dame's ever been interested in anybody that I made for NCAA and Road to Glory. I don't know, but the other two schools, I think it was like West Virginia, and I can't remember what the third one was. But I don't know, if we end up losing one of these games here, we're going to be headed to college, and we'll have to pick what school we're going to. But also, too, we could be taking a look at that taking place here next week. So there's only just a few rounds here, and the way that I've been going here, I've been playing every other day of this here. Now, granted, tomorrow I'm not going to be able to play anything because I have to get up early to go to Omaha, and I totally talk about that in another video since I'm putting out 5 today. Husker game goes up first, then this. No, I think this is going to be third. Here I am trying to plan it, and this is like the third video that I've done so far tonight with recording everything, and I still haven't decided how I'm going to put this all together. Anyway, you guys come here to watch the videos, not to hear me ramble. But we get a touchdown here, first touchdown of the game, of course, for Compton, and actually for both teams. So a 7-0 lead here for us. We should be able to keep the lead here throughout the game. Just with what I've been able to see here on this first drive, it should be a piece of cake for us here, and we better come away with the win. I'm not going to be too happy. We end up losing the first round. Ugh, that really would be embarrassing for me to post on YouTube here. So, Teddy, this is all up to you. All right, so with this here too, a lot of running. You won't be seeing nearly as much running here once we reach the college level, which I think it'll be kind of nice. Just add another element to that here. Maybe get some more yards through the air here with me receiving. Hey, that's a lot of 10s right there. 10 yards on average on 10 carries and 100 yards total. That's math brilliance right there. Anyway, another touchdown for us here. 14 points on the board for Compton. We are just gonna keep rolling. At least that's what I'm hoping that happens here. Just keep giving me the ball. I'll keep getting yards, and I'll keep getting us touchdowns here as well. It'd be kind of cool to go to a team where in college they really handed the ball off to me this much. But at the same time, I don't want them to do that, because that would really detract from school's game plan here, because nobody really runs as much as this high school team does, as Compton does. But that's okay. Like I said, this is all based around me and trying to build me up. So you really can't look too closely into what happens at the high school level, because this is all about your development, which is why it's so easy. People are like, oh my gosh, you have it on, I don't even know what the easiest level is on this game. They're like, you obviously have it on that here. Yeah, not the case. They just make this a lot easier. The guys I'm going up against here aren't college level. They don't have those attributes, and rightfully so. They shouldn't. Anyway, 14-3 here for Compton. Still moving the ball along just fine with relative ease. I'm trying to lay back here still on using the reaction time feature, which is what is slowing everything down for me. And it's helpful too, because I get to see avenues to be able to run through, and where defenders are going to be. Hey, look at that spin. I end up picking like 3-4 more yards up here because I do that spin. I totally like baffled him right there. He had no clue what was going on. Spin. What? Yeah, that's what he said. Totally heard it. You can rewind. You can hear him say it too. What? So Teddy Crocker, obviously a big supporter of his teammates right there, and apparently his teammates like him too. I would if I had somebody who picked up that many yards per game. I really didn't have to do anything, but I still looked good doing it. All right, we have reached 2 minutes here in the first half that is left. So I can imagine here, if I'm not able to get into the end zone quickly, the computer's going to start going to a complete passing mentality, and I won't be able to pick up another touchdown. But, hey, I do. 21 points now here for Compton. Thug life, you guys. Thug life, high school football life. That made no sense whatsoever. Gosh, it's 5:15 in the morning. I've got one more video that I have to do, and I really didn't prepare too many notes tonight to put this together. So you guys really have to suffer through these, and me just winging it all. All right, so 1 minute left here. It's another one of those things here where the computer only has a really short drive, and it puts me in a bad situation here from a commentary standpoint because there's more I have to do. And this game should only end up one way here because my defense has done a great job of being able to stop him here, which is why they only have 3 points on the board. Now these guys, too, are undefeated. So going into this game here, I thought this was actually going to be a little bit tougher than this. But then again, I remembered this is week number 1. It's going to be easy. But you'd expect more out of a team that went undefeated. I mean, there were some teams that had a losing record who had a game closer than this here. But since we kicked at the beginning, we receive in the second half. So we'll get another chance here to score pretty quick. So don't have a chance really to be able to change what's going on. Do like the fact, though, that I can change the direction of the running play. So if I see that the defense is starting to stack on the right side, I can switch over to the left like I did right here. And that's why I love it. Gonna pick up a good amount of yards. I think if I hadn't cut over to the right, I would have been all right. Maybe been able to pick up just a few more yards. Not that too much. I mean, it's not like I'd be able to pick up another like 10 yards or anything. But the thing is with football, remember, every yard counts. I'm a firm believer in that here. So if I miss an opportunity to pick up even 1 yard, I'm kind of beating myself a little bit for that here. So I don't know. It's just something I got to develop here as I play the game because it's not like I'm supposed to be an expert at playing halfback right off of the bat. Sure, I've gotten a lot of practice here too, and high school has really helped because I've been able to experiment with different running styles here and different strategies, and I think I found out what's worked for me here. So I don't know. I'm just the kind of guy here who will angle around just like that, be able to pick up some yards as opposed to just going right at the defense, which I see some people do. And don't get me wrong, that is totally fine because it works. I'm just kind of more of the evasive, more maneuverable, agile type, which is why I chose speed for Teddy Crocker as opposed to a power running back or even balance for that matter. And the thing is, too, is Teddy Crocker is already faster than some of the other wide receivers I usually play with. Like on Army, my halfback is not the fastest. With Nebraska, Rex Burkhead is not the fastest either, but they have their strengths, don't get me wrong. All right, so we get the field goal here, making it 29-3. Only a minute 47 here left in the third quarter, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable that we win week number 1 here of the high school championship playoffs. But I guess you can't count your chickens here before they hatch or anything like that. So, and you got to go by the Vince Lombardi rule, which is if you reach the fourth quarter and you're up by 28 points, you've got the game in the bag. So, not at that point yet here. I'm only up by 19 at this point here, but all about putting the final nail in the coffin here. So that's what I'm going to be looking to do. Because with us playing 5 minutes as opposed to 12 or more, we've got to, I mean, we'll have this one in the bag if I can score one more time. I have seen the computer score 21 points in a quarter. Heck, I've scored 21 points in a quarter. So just have to be very, very careful about this here, though, and make sure that I hold on to the lead. Now, granted, it's not all up to me. I mean, I don't have 100% influence over everything, and that's something that's pretty hard for me here in the My Player modes. Just the fact that I cannot control everything that's going on, and I got to really, just really trust my team. And that's even tough for me to say here because I'm basically saying I got to go ahead and trust the computer, who I'm going up against. And it just seems like there's programming and codes that make you want to lose. But then again, I don't know if that's just me being paranoid or coming up with my gaming conspiracy theory, anything like that. I don't know. But it's happened before where there are games that will intentionally make it close, like NBA Jam. You get it by a ton, and then the computer would make every single shot, and you would miss every single dunk. It was proven by everybody that the computer wanted it to be a close game. Sometimes I feel that way with my player modes. Not just in this, but like in MLB 2K, especially in MLB 2K. It's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen as many teams as I have here with my Timmy Timmons my player mode here who score 9 runs here in the first inning. It happens a lot more than I would care to admit. Not necessarily 9 runs, but just a good amount of runs. But we're not talking baseball. We're talking Teddy Crocker right here. All right, this is pretty huge for us here. We're up by a good amount. We've got this one in the bag. This is just me padding my own stats, helping me out. Just that way I look better for the other schools. And I'd like to be able to work my way up the top prospect chart here as well. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that is by accumulating accumulating yards on the ground and in the air. And right here, I do it through the air. I like receiving. I was kind of wanting to make a wide receiver at the beginning, but then at the same time I didn't, because I'm not the best at running routes, which is exactly why I always do something a little bit different when it's a passing play. Now, granted, I know I could just sit there and let the computer do it. I mean, I don't hit a button here when the computer hikes it, I'm going to follow my route exactly. But what's the point of me just sitting here and letting things happen when I can go ahead and do something? But touchdown for us right here. That's a nice little dive in the end zone here, too. Just hit the pylon on my way in. And I'll take that one. So that's going to go ahead and end it for us here, since the computer's going to go ahead and pull me, since it is going to be a big win for us here as we win 50-10 over Bell Garden. So Compton rolling through the first round of the high school championship playoffs. And, of course, we have got more to come in the next few days. So subscribe, you guys, if you haven't already. You guys know you can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter if you guys want to be in the know on what's going on with this game and with my life and the channel and all that stuff. But anyway, again, you guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, you guys know that I hope you have a good one.